Outlander. So I'm in a new place, and that's because I needed a quiet place to film, so I drove into Hollywood, and I'm at my friend's apartment right now because she is at my apartment watching The Legend of Korra with my roommate. We're close to 30, so I'm a little late on this episode. Sorry. It is episode 11 of season 1 of Outlander, and it is titled The Devil's Mark. Let's do it. She's a witch! You do not want to be in a witch trial back then. It's not going to end in your favor. This song. I love this song every single time. What is my mohawk doing? It's leaning too much. I love when birds fly like that. You don't see that much anymore. Whoa, they dropped you. I think our jail cells should be pits. Go back to the prison pits.
You only have yourself to blame for this.
Well, it's not my fault.
Perhaps it was you who sent them to me.
Don't be blaming her.
So you think I'm a witch?
That's kind of the definition of witch. Her husband's gonna be mad at her. He told you not to play with that girl. I don't want to touch your tummy. You're a murderer.
Dougal will come for us.
You are delusional.
Roland commanded that he stay away. And sent Jamie with him.
You should have told her that before when you were telling her to leave.
No one.
Lie near me. It'll be warmer.
First step, witchcraft. Second step, full-on lesbian.
I suppose getting burned as a witch is better than freezing to death.
Nah, neither one are preferable. You gotta love a trial where they're like building the stake they're gonna burn you on before the trial, just to save time. You can't do that anymore. You can't just accuse someone of witchcraft if you want them dead, and that's a shame.
I therefore submit that this entire trial is illegal.
Yeah, that'll do it. He's like, let's get the crowd on my side. England sucks, am I right? Kill that chick. Line B word.
What kind of singing?
Witch singing. You give someone the floor and they will just lie for an hour straight, but people are looking at them and paying attention. It feels nice.
It's nothing more than the grumblings of a malcontented maidservant.
She's just stupid and a maid. Ignore her. A changeling child. That's what you get for being a nice person, Claire. People call you a witch. Don't touch a baby. Crazy people. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get off her. She's a witch! How dare she help a child?
Do not further incriminate yourself.
Don't incriminate yourself with your good deeds. I'm gonna try and use logic to explain your crazy illogical beliefs. So isn't it your fault the baby's dead? Because of, you know, the fairies and the changelings.
I wondered what made them so ready to watch us burn.
Entertainment value. I really wish that this was still the world we lived in. Because I would show up and condemn so many women just out of boredom. And then I saw her turn into a bat. And she punched an old lady with witchcraft.
What do you think of our prospects?
Not good.
Pass me that flask.
You're pregnant, woman, back off.
For tomorrow our ashes will be scattered to the four winds.
Well, if that's not reason to drink, I don't know what is.
You stole his money. Why?
Boredom.
You're a bloody Jacobite.
Don't sound so shocked. You gotta love her patriotism. Still in quotes. That's what I'd do if I had a time machine. I'd go back and I'd make all the famous quotes before anyone else could. Yes, because I don't think anyone's ever tried to slightly shake the door open. Aww. Hug her baby belly. Couldn't they do that back then? Like, could you be like, I can't be killed, I'm with child. Or they'd be like, that's a witch baby. Look, Scotland, I know your kilts are awesome, but at the end of the day, it's a crowd of men in skirts yelling at me. I'm not going to take it too serious. Oh, I want to kill this girl so bad.
I came to her for a potion.
So you partake in witchcraft. Burn her.
I'm sorry, it's painful to speak about.
Oh, it's going to be painful when I beat the crap out of you. I hate you.
My heart was broken.
I'm going to break your nose.
She struck me.
Anyone would hit you. Slapping someone is not the same as witchcraft. Quit being logical!
His Reverence, Father B.
Oh, this isn't good.
I knew when I first set eyes on Claire Fraser
Witch.
that you had welcomed the whore of Babylon into your midst
Whoa there, sir.
and wreak his mighty vengeance upon her body and soul.
That's kind of mean for a man of the cloth.
But it was she who determined the boy was ill from ingesting.
What is happening? Well, this just totally flipped what I thought it was going to be. What the heck? I mean, I get that you're helping her, but you're making it all about you. I think that helped your case. Yes, because everything makes them evil. I would have loved to have been an extra in this, because you just literally have to sit in court all day and go, yeah, here, burn her. I do that all the time anyway.
Neither one of us is a witch.
That's not entirely true. I'm saying let's burn that chick and you go out the window. What do you say? Do you want to kill a pregnant woman?
So why are you here in Scotland?
I came through rocks. Tell her you came through rocks.
No, I don't think they're...
A moment.
Okay.
Do anything at all, do you?
What's going on?
Looks like I'm going to a fucking barbecue.
Whoa. She said the F word. Jamie didn't know the F word. How does she know it? I don't know if I can meet God one day and explain that I let a pregnant woman burn as a witch in my place.
Guilty.
Y'all are gonna die. Ooh, he has a gun, yay! She's gonna get shot before she can tell her how to get back.
1968.
She knows!
Stab her and scalp her.
What is going on? Someone needs to kill Larry. Like, full-on kill. Ouch! Ouch! You're already gonna burn her to death. Don't hit her. Oh. Jamie! Jamie will take all of you.
And I must inform you that I am not of that opinion myself.
He is so hot. Oh, I'm gonna need a minute. She's gonna do it, isn't she?
But I am.
You should have told her how to get back to the stones first. You are a good friend, but you're going to die.
I bear the mark of the devil.
What is it?
What the villagers saw as evidence of evil was actually the scar of a smallpox vaccination.
What?
Galis was from the future, from 1968.
I thought she at least had to have knowledge of time travel. I didn't think she'd be from 1968. Okay, first of all, how did she rip her clothing that easily? Oh my gosh! I don't even... What the heck? She should have just gone the I'm with child route, not the I'm with child because of Satan route. Holy crap, that is a definite besties before testes move. That's like bros for life move. Oh, that back has to hurt. But now you guys match with your disfigured backs. Don't be a sissy.
There's one thing to ask you.
What the heck were you thinking? Oh yeah, she's got the devil's mark too. Just tell him you're a time traveler. He'll take it very well, I'm sure. Please tell him.
You've never heard of it, no one here has.
Because of time travel.
I know about Jack Randall because I was told about it.
Time travel!
I know the day he was born and I know the day he will die.
Because of time travel! Now tell him the year. Are you kidding me? The most anticipated part, and my internet locked up. Give me a moment. This is what I get for stealing internet from our friend downstairs. Time travel.
I'm from the future.
Yeah, she did it!
In the year 1918, that's 200 years from now.
Oh my gosh. Just like a man. It looks like he's tuning her out. What's going on? Say something else! He is such a good husband.
I will believe you.
How is he so perfect? This is totally like Back to the Future, man. He could totally bet on all of the ball games from here on out. Wait. Oh, his feelings are hurt now. You tried to run away. You're mean. Oh my gosh. You're perfect. Oh my god, keep speaking Gaelic, please.
Over the next several days, we rode hard.
Heyo. She misses her radio programs, let's just be honest. Oh shoot, naughty times are coming. I'm just thinking, how do they have to film this? He really is just elbow deep in there. Which husband's better, me or him?
That's what you wanted.
He brought her to the stones?
Yes, wanted. Go home.
I can't right now. I can't with this. Stay with Jamie. Stay with Jamie. You're too good of a man. Stay with him, Claire. Don't go. He loves you so much. Don't do it. I would give up internet. I'd give up Taco Bell. I'd give up light bulbs to live with that man.
There's nothing for you on this side.
Except for you.
Now go.
Now go, I don't want you anymore. Don't let him go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't touch him, you stupid woman. What'd she do? You better walk up to that fire. Go touch that man. Oh, that's right. You always pick the Scots. You always pick the Scots.
Take me home to Ladybrook.
Yes. Oh, he's crying. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, I love you. This freaking episode. She did the thing. She told him the thing. So this episode starts and they just tossed Geillis and Claire into the pit. Claire's like, hey, look, I know you killed your husband and I know that chick Leary set us up. I don't want to talk to you right now. You sleep on your side of the cave. I'll sleep on my side of the cave. So they're both on trial for being witches. And they're like, these people are going to kill us. And then that little funny dude, he shows up and he's like, hey, I'll be their lawyer because go Scotland. They let us have lawyers. And they're like, here, here. Then Geillis' maid rolls up and she starts all this story about, oh, she's such a witch with all the witchery and the witchcraft and the bad stuff. Then the dude's like, hey, don't listen to her. She's crazy and she's just a maid and she just wants attention and she hated her job and she sucks. And they're like, all right, let's not listen to her. And then the mom of that little changeling baby was like, dude, that chick, she totally messed with my changeling baby switch up somehow. That makes her very evil. And then the one dude's like, hey, you know what? You should thank her because she did something not really explained and it might have done another thing. And your baby's just living with the fairies. It's fine. Thank her. And she's like, you know what? You're right. That did make no sense, so I'm going to believe it. Then later they're down in the dungeon again. And Claire's like, hey, you seem to, like, love Dougal. What's that about? I mean, is it for his money or what? And she's like, no, I don't need his money. I've been stealing from my husband before I killed him. And she's like, why are you doing that? Totally Jacobite. She was a Jacobite. Well, it makes sense. She was banging Dougal. And then freaking Leary takes the stand. I want to kick that girl until she's dead. She's like, Claire was supposed to make a potion for Jamie and me, but then Claire took it. I mean, who wouldn't absolutely love me? Clearly Jamie was under the influence of something. And it's like, no one loves you because you're a horrible B-word and everyone hates you. And then she's like, yeah, and Claire even hit me. And I'm like, first of all, if she was a witch, wouldn't she have done worse? I mean, you were very hittable. And then that freaking priest type dude takes a stand and I'm like, he's gonna get them burnt right now. But then he's like, I reflected. Claire cured that kid. I totally was going about it the wrong way. And then, of course, even though he said something positive, someone over there in the peanut gallery is like, hey, she made that priest feel bad. She must be the devil. So, that blew up in their faces. So then they kind of get a moment. They take a recess. And that little squirrely dude's like, hey, okay, look, I've solved it. One of you will die. I'm a genius. And then they're like, the F are you saying? And he's like, first of all, okay, Claire, you get to live. You should be happy. And she's like, you're literally telling me I should kill her in front of her. And he's like, no, just trust me. Just say she, like, bamboozled you or whatever. You'll totally get off. It'll be fine. And she's like, do you have a soul? Because that's effed up. Then when Claire and Geillis have a moment alone, Geillis is saying some things where you're like, she knows you're a time traveler. And then when she's leaving the room, Geillis says the F word. And I'm like, wait a minute. No one from that time knows the F word. So either she's traveled at some point or she's come in contact with someone who has. Not just a pretty face, guys. I got brains up in here, too. Here. And then the verdict comes in and they're like, you guys are witches. Which, was anyone expecting a different verdict? So right before Claire gets carted off, Geillis is like, wait, there might be a way back. And she's like, what do you talk? And she's like, 1968. And I'm like, what? So they start dragging Claire out. She starts mouthing off, making it worse for herself. So they're just like, rip her back of her shirt open. They start beating the crap out of her. Jamie rolls up in and I'm like, you all are about to die. Jamie makes this amazingly beautiful speech about in the eyes of God, he's supposed to protect her. And I fell in love. But then Geillis is like, you know what? I'm gonna man the F up. She's like, no. I'm like super the witch. Claire just followed what I said. Look at this. Mark of the devil. Her mark of the devil? Smallpox vaccination. She's totally from like a more differenter time, but totally a time traveler. Then at some point, I think Geillis went to theater camp because she starts selling it. She's like, not only am I going to show you this little mark, here are my boobies and my tum-tum. I'm super preggers with the devil's baby. So they start freaking out. She makes a scene. Claire and Jamie get to leave. Well, they don't get to leave. They just ran. I think she oversold it. She probably could have just said, I'm pregnant, don't kill me. But the whole Satan spawn thing might have tipped the scales out of her favor. But the crowd grabs her up, covers up her shame, and starts carting her through the streets towards the pyre. I personally don't think she's going to be killed because she's pregnant, so she'll probably be coming back at some point. So once they get to safety, Jamie is tending to Claire's boo-boos on her back. And she does the thing. She tells him the truth. Like the full freaking truth. He takes it surprisingly well. Not only does he take it well, he takes it darn sexy. He starts apologizing to her for things. Perfect husband. After hearing all of these things, he's like, you were in love with someone else. You had a husband. So she starts heading to what she thinks is going to be Lollybrook. That's my white girl way of saying it. So she's like, I'm going to just live my life with Jamie. They travel for a while. They spend the night by a fire. He starts doing some naughty things to her. The next morning, he's like, you ready? Let's go. There's the stones. And I'm like, oh, you're such a good man. He freaking loves her. Like, he loves her a lot. He loves her enough to let her go home. He takes her to the stones. He's like, how did you do it? How are we going to recreate this? And she's like, here's what I did. And she's going to go show him. And he pulls her back and he's like, I'm sorry I pulled you back, but I love you so much and I wasn't ready to say goodbye. So finally he mans up and he's like, I love you, but this isn't your life. This isn't your time. Go back to your husband. He said he's going to go back to camp. He's going to stay the night there. He's going to make sure she's safe. And then he doesn't even turn around. He just says goodbye and leaves. And then she does the whole thing where she's like, I have 2 wedding rings, 2 husbands. Which one is hotter? And then Jamie's back at the fireplace crying, and she shows up and she's like, take me home. And this show, man. I love this freaking show. Oh my gosh. So what did you guys think? I've never read the book, so like this is an amazing ride for me and I don't really know what's going to happen, so it's awesome. So did I leave anything out? If I forgot anything, drop a comment. If there's anything you want to talk about, drop a comment because I love this show and I want to talk about it. So don't forget to do the things. Rate, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next week. Until next time.